All right, we're live.
Great. So this is our first session of 2021. Hopefully, it's a good start for a prosperous year with a lot of 20s. All right. So I'm gonna do the recap for last session and for the story so far, and then we'll do the D20 roll for to get a feel of how the session will go, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so high level, the party was hired by the dwarf Gundren Rockseeker to deliver merchandise from the small town of Folcrest to the village of Fandolin. Gundren set out ahead of the group on horse along with a warrior escort named Ernest Hallwinter, claiming he needed to arrive early to take care of business. On their way to Fandolin, the adventurers learned that Gundren was ambushed by goblins from the Cragmaw tribe. So they set after them to free their patrons. The party ventured in the Cragmaw lair and slew many goblins, finding and freeing a heavily injured Ernest from his captors. Unfortunately, Gundren was moved from this location to the Cragmaw castle a day prior. Ernest believes that the goblins are in league with an individual they refer to as the Silent Spider, who it seems is after Wave Echo Cave, a wondrous lost mine in the region. It is said that the cave holds the forge of spells inside. So the group decided to stop at Fandolin, deliver the merchandise, rest, and reassess their options. While exploring the village, the party met a few notable people, but also got into trouble with a group of bullies and bandits calling themselves the Red Brands and led by an individual named Redcoat. After a couple of deadly clashes, the party ventured in the Red Brands' lair. You dismantled their operations, slayed multiple ruffians, a strange subterranean creature, and Little Pinky. However, Redcoat, the Red Brand leader, was able to flee after a climactic chase. You guys came across paperwork that proves that the Red Brands were also in league with the Silent Spider. So the group debriefed afterwards with Ernest, and they decided to get prepared to free Gundren from his captors at Cragmaw Castle. However, they will need all the help they can to assault the Goblins' Den. So I think that's where we finished the last session, and from there I think we did a couple of changes by emails, mainly shopping, making sure that everybody who needs like specific items, you can go and get them. Gallean, just speaking of that, Gallean, you never told me what did you buy those items, or because you asked for prices and for stuff like that, but you never said if you bought them.
Yeah, about them. Yeah.
So you took out the gold.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now actually.
Okay, well then take the gold and then put the items, and when you put the items, make sure at the end of each item to put where it is. Is it in the backpack? Is it in the, like the quiver? I don't know. Like, just make sure to put all that in there. All right, so I think that's where we were last time. Let's go ahead and do the D20 roll. All right, so we got everybody here at 10 or above, which is not bad at all. And I had the highest roll at 15, and the lowest roll was Jessica. All right, cool. So we're gonna say after you guys went in as a group and to go shopping and collect all the items that you have now in your inventory. We're going to say that it's about 2 p.m. in the afternoon and you're back in Fandolin.
So this is on the same day we put our gear, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, okay. All right. Are we all together, or is...
Yes, okay. You're all together, and if you're in the map, in the main map, I'm going to say you're at the town center.
Okay.
So you could see where the yellow circle is in the main map. Okay. That's where you are right now.
So I just look at the group and I'm like, okay, guys. Of course, we have our main issue and our main problem, which is Gundir and how much time Gundren and how much time left he has. but as you know, going in there is a bit too risky. I was just thinking that maybe we can do one of the quick, relatively quick missions that are available for us. Because I think, Game Master, when I picked up the Orc one, I was the only one who read it, right?
No, no, the whole team was there because all of you were going to see Harbin Wester.
Yeah.
And it was in the board right in front of the town hall.
Okay. So I look at the group and I was like, I was thinking about that Orc job. Maybe it's something that can actually be lucrative for us. What do you guys think?
I agree.
Why not? Yeah.
Faye?
Orcs? Sure, orcs. Yeah, why not?
Okay. So in the note it says that the orcs are near the Wyvern Thorn, and if we want more information to inquire, we should check with Harbin, I guess. I look at the team. So shall we go there, or do you guys want to eat, or?
I think that yeah, sure, we can do that. There is another. I know this is I think a good mission for us to take, but I have a feeling that there might be another one. I'd like to go and finish visiting the village if you guys are open to it. There's one place and one name that keeps coming up, and that's the name of Aieli. And it's the only person. She seems pretty important to this town, and we still haven't met her or gone to her shop. So if you guys are open to it, I think it could be a good thing too to go check her out and get some information over there. Maybe they even know some stuff about the orcs if we eventually decide to go after the orcs.
Sure. I'm open for that as well. No problem. What do you guys think?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I mean, we need to meet more people and establish relationships so we can get more people together to go to the castle too.
Yeah. Gallean, you okay with that?
Yep.
I apologize, Game Master. You said what time was it? 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And we didn't eat, right?
You had breakfast.
Well, yeah, but when we woke up, right? So we didn't have a lunch. So there's also I also think that we should either we grab a bite before we go anywhere for too long, because and then you hear, and I look at my stomach and I say, wow.
I won't say no to eating ever.
All right, let's go eat then.
Right.
All right, so you guys head back to Toblin's, sorry, to the Stonehill Inn. So you get inside. There are a couple of people there. You know, as they see you get inside, they raise their drinks to you, and they keep drinking. So you sit around the table, and Toblin comes walking, you know, cleaning up the table with the rug, and he says, "Well, welcome. What can I do for you, friends?"
Lunch. We would like some lunch, and this time it won't be free.
Oh, of course. And would you like some drinks as well?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sounds good. That would be 2 gold pieces per 1 gold piece per meal and 1 gold piece per drink.
Yeah.
So everybody who's drinking, please take out 2 gold pieces. The rest take out one gold piece. You know, they serve you guys this too, and you spend about half an hour eating. Do you want to discuss anything as you are sitting there?
Yes, I look at the group, and I tell you, Gallean, here are given that you are the master blacksmith,
Yeah.
here are the other items that I mentioned to you, and that we don't know. I don't know if they have any sorts of, you know, blacksmithing value. And I take out the peridots and the pearl out of my backpack and I show them to the group at the table. And I don't know how you use them in smithing, I guess, or
Do I? Yeah, I can have a look at them if they can be. I don't know, inserted. Have some. I don't know, magical properties for weapons or something like that. But
Do you have
on a lot.
Gallean? Do you have magic lore or anything like that?
No, I've just
Okay,
black
so you
wizard
cannot
and,
know if you cannot know if they are magical or not. What you could do is you could use your smithing ability to try to see, you know, like what would you be able to do with these jewelry or gemstones.
But I can do those, right, Game Master? So I can also.
Have you rolled for them before?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So because you don't get to redo the same roll multiple times, you do it once and it's done. Okay, sure. Do you wanna do your roll for magic?
Yes, I'd like to do magic lore on the Peridots and the Carnelians too that I have, and the Pearl.
Okay, so you start inspecting them, and please go ahead and make a roll. No bonus, no penalty.
Do you want it to be one roll for all of them, or 3 different rolls, or how?
I don't care. You can choose if you want to do, but choose before you roll. Just tell me which one you want to do.
I'm going to do a separate roll for each type of.
Okay, first one is the Carnelian. Go ahead.
I'm successful.
Okay, not magic. There is no magic property there. Second is the Peridot.
Successful.
Yeah, no magic in there. Third is
the Pearl. Successful.
No magic in there. It's just jewelry.
Okay.
And should I do the roll for smithing, right?
Sure. Yes.
Nah.
Is that success or a failure?
No, fail.
It's jewelry.
I
mean, you know that you've seen that there are you know, like swords and weapons that have jewels encrusted in them.
Yeah.
Sometimes those are powerful. Some have actually abilities. Sometimes it's just to increase the value of the item should you want to sell it later.
Yeah. And by the way, Faye, you wanted the sword, right?
Yeah, I'm interested in the sword.
I take out the sword from the backpack and I give it to Faye.
Okay. Please, do you have the sword written anywhere?
I had it. I just removed it. Yeah, I had it in my character sheet, the Chill sword.
Well, that's not very smart. You should have sent him the, you know, like the description.
I didn't have the description. I just had the name.
Oh, because I gave you a description for it, and that's fine. Let me just.
You mean with the the angel and the wings on it, right?
The bird. Yeah.
Yeah. The bird. Sorry.
No, not just that. In the session, I sent in the chat what the sword's description is. You know, like this is the damage. This is how much you need to carry. This is how much. You know, like all that stuff. So Usama, I'll send it to you on Hangouts. Is that okay?
Yeah, Hangout? Sure. I'm just gonna.
I'll send it to you on Hangouts. Yeah, because it's in another computer, so that's why. All right, I just sent it to you.
Cool.
All right, so you hand him the sword, and he takes it. And make sure to put at the end of the sword where you're putting it, Usama.
Yeah.
With Faye. All right. So other than that, is there anything else you guys want to do? As you're eating?
The eat. What?
How I have to. Yeah, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. So it's fine.
I turned to you guys and I said, how did you guys feel that our last adventure went?
Well, you know, besides falling, a lot of falling, pretty okay.
I'm just pissed we didn't get the mage, the illusionist. It was so close. I was this close, and he underestimated me because I'm a dwarf. But I knew I could have done it.
Almost there.
Yeah.
But what about those folks that we locked in there? Do you think they're still there?
Oh, I fill you in then on. Are you talking about the prisoners?
Yeah, yeah. Hold on. Let me fill her because you guys were together when you did that. So you went to Harbin Wester and you told him this is part of Usama's play outside of the game. You went to Harbin Wester. You told him about the prisoners that they were in the jail, and he was happy about that. And he was also saying that he will be using the jail in the manor as the main jail because the cells that he has in the town hall. You know, he only has three small cells. So that's where Ubas or Sol took back his rope, and they walked the prisoner that they had at the town hall to the Tressendar Manor and to the cells. And I think whoever had the cell key,
Yeah, I was
please
gonna
take
tell
it
you.
out.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was gonna
please take it
tell
out.
you.
Yeah, because it was given to Harbin Wester.
Yeah.
So that's what happened, Jess. Anything else?
Yeah, so yeah, I was impressed. I look at you from what you said, Gallean. I was impressed that you were able to catch up. He was he seemed fast.
Well, you know, I was in the war and you had to be quick. So those are things that you never forget. Those are reflexes that you live with for the rest of your life.
You were in the war. I look at you with a very interesting look on my face. What war were you in?
You know, I might look very young, but I'm not this young.
I start laughing and I say, "This is something I'm very familiar with."
By the way, as he's talking, he gets a beer, you know, like
Ale.
Yeah, he gets some ale and he starts drinking, and there is ale coming out of his beard. You know,
Well, you know, the war in Wallachia next to the frozen wasteland, there were hordes of chaos raiding the dwarf clans, and yeah, we had to fight for our lives.
Osama, make an academic knowledge roll,
Yeah,
and you get plus 20% for that.
I was going to ask you if I could do that. Thank you. Let me see, because I rolled so many good rolls that were not very helpful that now I fail, I'm sure. Let's see. Academic. Yeah, I fail. So.
You fail. The only thing you know of Wallachia, when he mentioned Wallachia, it's a kingdom to the a human kingdom further north. It's actually the most northern human kingdom in the continent, and it's ruled by, you know, like a long dynasty. You do not remember their names. You do not remember anything about chaos, but you know that there is, since they are at the northest extreme part of the human realm, they are close to the chaos legions that are way further north.
Okay.
So anyway, that's what you know, but like you don't know anything more than that.
So I look at you, Gallean, and I say, that sounds like quite the tale. So you've encountered chaos before.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Pretty. Yeah. And I drink my beer. I think I might need another ale. Bartender! And
sure, one gold piece, and then he's bringing you like this flagon and starts pouring the ale for you. He's like, "This is yes, you have a great taste for alcohol, my dear dwarf sir."
What about you, Sol? I know you're hungry, but that big guy, he was big. I thought he would never fall. He didn't even have any armor.
Yeah, I was actually pretty impressed by like how sturdy he was, but I missed my sun attack on him. It was such a shameful moment. But it's okay. I mean, we did make it, and it was mostly thanks to you. And speaking of which, you're quite ferocious for such a. And I just stare, and I'm like, skinny lady.
Oh, you're gonna make me blush.
No. I don't mean it like that. I'm not gonna give any lessons to you in the sense you think. I'm thinking more like from an aggressivity. You're pretty much like a beast when you attack. It's quite impressive.
Oh, you're gonna make me blush.
But that's not flattering. I mean, okay, and I just drink.
And then, and then from this, you were gonna make me blush. I look at you and I say, I occasionally get like that. But you mentioned the sun. What's the sun's?
Oh,
there was definitely not a lot of sun down there.
Oh,
Tell
yes.
me more about the sun.
Yes. What can I say? The sun. Well, isn't it a beautiful entity though, when you look at it? I mean, if you think about it, it's really the source of all the fauna out there, which without it, the flora, which without it, the fauna wouldn't grow. It's quite amazing. The sun. It shines on us with all its glorious warmth, its beauty, its power. If only I could be so grossly incandescent as that entity. And I just look at you and I'm like, one day you will understand, and I'll be able to formulate it in a way that anybody who doesn't appreciate it right now would change their mind about it. I've seen multiple religions praising other godlike entities, spirits, ghosts, totems, and yet none of them came through for me when I needed it. None of them except for the sun. The sun. That's it. That's all I say.
And as he finishes those last sentences, he starts looking from the window, like at the window, at the ray of light coming inside of your building.
It's sure.
And as he finishes that, you hear Elsa saying, so you are one of those crazy people.
I look at Elsa and I'm like, I mean, some of us call us crazy, but I understand that perspective. That's fair.
And she say, well, and then she moves away.
Can I use like my common lore to try to guess what they are talking about? Because
sure,
it seems like it's something that's
roll your common lore, and you have a plus 30% to your common lore.
Yalla, fair. Attends. That's gonna be close. 30%.
Yeah, an additional 30%.
Yeah. Dommage. No.
What's your total? How much do you have in common lore?
42.
Yeah, so you
plus
succeed.
30. That's 72.
Yeah,
and you're only 38.
You have to do below. You have to do below, Smay.
Below what? Yeah, that's what I said. I said it failed.
No.
No, you have 32. You have a bonus of 30, so that's 62.
Okay.
Or whatever it is. Yeah.
Oh, you know that I mean. That means that from the beginning I never understood this rule.
Great, wonderful. So
you have a penalty of 100%.
You have a penalty. So you are so successful that you have absolutely no idea what the fuck this human is talking about. No, seriously, that's why you are sitting there. You're drinking as he talks, and it's coming, and you're trying to think. You're thinking of it. You're like, no, my neurons are committing suicide one after the other. I gotta stop, and you stop. So you have no idea. Like even with a successful roll, you tend to think maybe Elsa is right. Maybe it is one of those crazy people.
So, but because she says that, I look at you, so and I said, "Are there other people like you?"
I wish.
Capable two-handed swords, a little bit very interested in rushing in type of people.
Oh yeah, like on that perspective, there are many capable fighters who would that I trained with who would have a similar style as I do. But I'm not sure what that has to do with the sun. But I guess that's a normal segue, I guess, right? Is that?
Yeah, sure. Maybe he's just.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I confess something to you, Saul?
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I'm not fond of killing people.
Oh.
It really is a good loop back to what you were describing about me earlier, and seeing you cut through flesh just gets me excited.
And as she says that, you see a smirk on her face that half deforms her face, like a smirk of like an uncontrollable smirk, like she really likes it, and then it goes back to her normal face. I mean, her face didn't change. It was just like she smirked in a way that you haven't seen her smile before.
But, yeah, but I wouldn't say that I enjoy killing people, but I guess in when we fight, just like Adabra mentions, it might look like that. It's mostly because in a fight, I try to save my skin more than care about what the aggressor might be doing. But your perspective is quite interesting. And I just stare in a bit shock, and I look at Aieli, and I'm like, is it normal that she's like this?
Aieli is, when she said that, remembering when we were in the Kragmaw cave when she snuck past me and she filled me with terror. So then I'm going to turn to Sol and say, I feel that Faye has some complications, and as we all do. And I'm going to look at Faye and say, Faye, I have to confess that I've had some fear around you before, and I don't know if you like us.
Aieli, I don't blame you for occasionally feeling a little bit fearful. I enjoy your guys' company. I'm interested in getting to know you better, and definitely interested in getting to know you better as I look at you, Aieli, and knowing a little bit more about your story and your background. I mean, I don't run into Wood Elves all that often, and you might be an important factor in the world around us, just like the sun is. And I look at Sol and say, as an elf, you can only imagine that I can appreciate the beauty and the life that the sun contributes to in the world around us.
And as you said that, my eyes just like you understand, you do, you get. She gets it. Yes. Finally, somebody who appreciates it, and I get closer to him, like, thank you.
I'm not sure I understand what you talk about, because the sun, you look at it, it burns your eyes, and bullshit.
And I look
Nice.
at Gallean, I'm like,
I'd rather be in a cave.
and I look at Gallean, I'm like, I don't expect you to understand for now, my friend. But one day, you too will see it. You too will see it.
Well, sometimes, so the sun, it's okay if it's not there. Not permanently, but sometimes I close my eyes and I feel that I could live without the sun. But I also appreciate its importance and its contribution to the world.
Yes, yes, and I understand that idea because of the natural night and day cycle. But one day, when I will get my own sun, it will always be day, always enlightened, always warm, always powerful.
Like a torch? What do you mean your own sun?
No. A torch can simply emulate the glory of the sun, but it will not even get close to it. As for one day I'm talking about the true, powerful sun, right at the grasp of my hand.
But if you take it, won't the other creatures not have it?
There is multiple suns in the universe, not just this one. And one of them is my destiny.
Fascinating. It seems to me that if you grab the sun, I would have to use a lot of my power to cool you down and keep you chill.
Oh, why would I want that? I want to burn in the grasps of the sun. I want to be one with the sun.
I look at Aieli and Gallean and say, I think Elsa might have been right.
and I look at you and just smile. Like, I'm not offended. I just look at you like, one day you'll understand. One day.
Faye, what are you looking for?
I was looking for you, my dear.
Shit.
What am I looking for?
That makes Aieli a little comfortable. No, not comfortable. A little uncomfortable. Like you could feel a bit of sweat down your spine, sliding down your spine as a result after he said that, or after she said that. Sorry.
What do you mean, Aieli, when you ask me what I'm looking for? You mean in life?
Well, just like as Soul said, he's looking for his destiny. And you are so complicated, and I'm just wondering, why are you here with us, and what are you looking for?
I'm pretty sure I know what my destiny is. I'm really interested in peace and cohesion, the likes of which would see a lot more collaboration, less hatred, more understanding, more benefit of the doubt. Yes, I'm hoping that I'll get there someday. I hope that these adventures with you will help me find the key to peace.
I'm not sure it brings you to the keys to peace, but be sure you're gonna kill some people on the way.
That might be true. That might be true.
What about you, Aieli? You seem awfully quiet. What's your destiny?
I don't know. It's just me and Aya. You know, we're just going around, surviving. And then I met this guy. I'm pointing at Gallean.
Yeah.
I met this guy, and you know, I have to keep him alive. I have to take care of him.
Well, I thought it was me who took care of you. What are you talking about?
Oh, I look confused, and I look at Soul and Aieli, and I say, I'm so sorry for making so many comments about a room. And then I look at Aieli and Gallean and say, I did not know.
What are you talking about?
I don't understand.
She's a
Well,
poor...
you're saying you're taking care of him, and he says he's taking care of you. I mean, isn't that some
I mean, like,
And you're Shia, right?
We are two survivalists, man. You don't understand what it's like.
Not man, woman.
Woman.
Man, woman.
Man, I'm like, oh.
Elf, whatever. But we are two survivalists, and in this world, if we can make some companions that can help us make it through, that's good enough.
I think this is fascinating. So what do you define as a survivalist? And I look at you, Aieli, and I say, you're pretty far from the last food elves I encountered. So
yeah, wood elves don't like to. They don't like to leave the woods, and you probably are around more of them than you realize because they're really good at like hiding and watching and the creepers. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, wood elves just don't go out. They just don't, and they're. I don't know. I gotta do some push-ups. I'll be right back.
So she moves a little bit away and starts doing push-ups. She does 1, 2, and on the third one she falls because she doesn't have a lot in strength. Anyway, so
yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just leaving the floor for you guys.
Oh yeah, thanks. I look at Gallean. I'm like, so Gallean, I know that it's not. I'm not really that expert in the field, but the whole wave echo cave and the forge of destiny. Maybe not destiny.
Of spells.
I know.
Spells, yeah, sure.
No, I'm doing it on purpose.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Right.
And the forge of spells. Is it something that's part of your journey, or is it just a coincidence? Just that really.
It's part of my journey, but I was looking to get more information on that. I'm not sure yet how it's gonna help me, but yeah, I'm looking for something indeed.
Reserved. I respect that.
Yeah.
And I finish my drink.
Okay. Is there anything else, or can I move? By the way, this took longer than half an hour, just so you know, because you guys then had this long conversation.
Yeah.
It's fine. We're good, everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
So you finish eating. Please roll a d8, and you can regenerate that in HP, MP, and EP. So 1d8. And as you guys stand up, the party stands up to leave the inn. The door opens, and you see a familiar face of a woman that comes inside. And next to her is a small female halfling, and you recognize them. It's Myrna Dendrar and Quelline Alderleaf. And when they see you, they both smile. And Quelline looks at Myrna and says, "See, I told you they will be here." So Myrna comes to you guys. She says, "Oh dear, I'm so glad to see that you guys have survived. I heard the rumors that the Red Brands were chased away, but I was not sure. So I was worried since you guys told me you will come to see me after you're done with the Red Brands lair, and you never showed up."
Yeah.
Our apologies.
Our apologies. Yes.
Well, I'm very glad and thankful for you guys' help. You have been very helpful. You were able to save me and my children. I'm very thankful for that. Unfortunately, I do not have anything to repay you. But when I was a young girl, me and my family, we fled the town of Thunder Tree after some undead overran the place. My family used to hold an urban alchemy shop in there, and inside the shop there is an heirloom that I'd like to gift it to you if you guys happen to go by Thunder Tree, and you can have it as a reward for saving me and my children.
Well, that's very nice of you.
Oh
Yes.
no, it's very nice of you to go in there and fight and the red brands for us and to help me and my children. We would probably have become slaves or even worse if not for you guys. So I really wanted to show my appreciation.
Indeed, that's probably true. That's probably true. If it wasn't for us, yeah.
Well, we were glad to keep such a family intact and united and healthy. It was absolutely our duty to get you out of that situation, and we really are glad that we were able to perform such an honorable task in the process of dismantling this red brand tyranny over the village.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she looks very thankful. She tells you anyway, if you guys happen to go by Thunder Tree, she kind of gives you the description of where the shop is. So she says it's the building at the southeast, right out the southeast of the large tree in Thunder Tree.
Okay, southeast.
So
Are there still undead there?
I was a little girl back then. I have never gone back to that area. We moved. My parents took me, and they fled away, and we ended up in Fandolin. So as she finishes, Quillian looks at you guys and says, "Yeah, that was great work from you guys. Well, everything you have done for us." And then she says, "What are you guys doing? Like, do you have? Are you taking jobs here? Or are you just hanging out? What are you doing?"
yeah, well, there are multiple jobs we were gonna tackle, plus one important one that we still need to gather enough help because we cannot tackle that in our small group.
We don't have any friends. We need more friends.
Yeah, we need more friends. Exactly, Aieli. We need more friends.
More companions.
She smiles and says, "You said you have to take a difficult task, something where you need help. What is that?"
So, you see, the reason why we came here is because there is this very kind and important person called Gundren, who, along with his bodyguard Ernst, which I'm not sure if you've seen him. He looks like a knight, gray armor around here. Not easy, not difficult to miss. I mean, not easy to miss, right? Is it the other way around? Anyway, yeah. And basically, they hired us to bring some goods to the Toblin. Yeah, Stonehill. And basically, on our journey, we were agreed to meet here, but all of a sudden he wasn't here. But Ernst was, and he told us the sad news that he got kidnapped by some goblins in the Kragmaw castle. And after we gathered enough information and finding some relationships between these goblins with the Red Brand even and another mysterious figure called the hidden spider. All the names. I'm talking about the spider. Fuck. Hold on.
You're muted, Jess. And somebody
Silent
else can
Spider.
jump.
No, Silent Spider.
I don't remember the name.
Yeah, Silent Spider, who is, no pun intended, pulling all the strings. We found that we're basically against odds, despite our infinite amount of bravery and courage. It can only take you so far when facing this, not to say the least, army. So yeah, that's the important thing, and we need to get Gundren out, not just because he needs to pay us, haha, but also because it's the right thing to do.
By the way, just the game master is telling you, Gundren is not paying you shit. You
I know.
already delivered goods and got paid. Yeah. So after you explained all that to her, she says, "Wow, that's like those tales and stories." Well, if you need help, or if you need more information about the area, I would advise you to talk to Raidoth the Druid. He is a friend of mine, and he lives around Thundertree, the old village where Myrna came from. He's usually around that area, and there is no inch of the land that he doesn't know. He could also, provide you with some help if needs be. Just let him know that you're coming from Quilleen Alderleaf.
That's extremely kind of you. Thanks. That sure sounds like a lot of help, and that we can use that we can get at the moment.
All right.
Do you know how far is Thundertree, like in days of traveling?
She tells you it is about. Let me see here. It is to the north of Fandolin. It is close to the forest. So it should probably take you about a half day.
Half day. Okay. All right. And now, the important thing to ask is, there is no way we can do two birds in one stone when it comes to the quest, right? So we have three things.
Who are you asking? Who are you asking?
The game master. Sorry, my bad. I'm asking in the sense of like a geography of the known.
Okay, so what are the areas that you know of to go to?
All right. So let me go back.
And if somebody else knows that, you could say it. You don't have. It's not just you, but it's the whole team.
So,
what's that?
The Kragma.
Well, that's the end product. Yeah, Kragma Castle is the end product.
So we have the old Owl Well, which has.
Okay, Old Owl Well. You were told that it's at the east.
Okay, east.
It's at the east of the Tribord Trail, and it's after Coneybury.
And it's a day. Okay, it's a day of travel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have the Wyvern Thorn with the orcs.
Yeah. So Wyvern Tor, that's one you don't know where it is yet. You have to go and ask Harbit.
Yeah, you're right. And then there is the east of Coneybury.
So Coneybury, I just told you, Old Owl is by Coneybury.
Okay, so basically the one with the investigate of the area for potential undead can go hand in hand with Sister Garael.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So this is important.
Yeah, they're in the same. They're in the same area. They're both east.
Okay.
Coneybury is on the road, on the Tribal Trail road, and Old Owl Well is a tower. A little further east than Coneybury, but it's not far.
Got it. Oh, okay, cool. So just so I can organize the stuff. So the one that's left is the orc that we don't know, and we know that this one Thundertree is in the north. Okay, that's it from my side. Thanks.
Yeah, and in case you didn't, I gave you where Kragma Castle is. Kragma Castle is further away in the forest. So it's north. You see, north is Thundertree, and further north than Thundertree is the forest, and further than that, within the forest is Kragma Castle, because you have the location.
Okay.
Okay. So the ladies, if you don't have any questions, the ladies take leave, and they go back to their homes. And now, team, what do you do?
So I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go and do some talk like you asked, Faye.
Okay, let's go see if we can meet Nalia. Is that how
So
is that how you pronounce it?
Halia. You're going to see Halia?
Halia.
Or do we want to ask Harbin where? Don't we need to ask Harbin where the orc quest is?
Oh no, we're not going to the orc quest yet, right? We're going to Halia first. Yeah.
All right. Just so you know, that's fine. You go into Halia Wester, but like Harbin is here, so it's on the way to Halia. But whatever. You go now to.
We can go to Harbin on the way. It's fine.
No, that's fine. You know, like you said, you go into Halia, so I'm taking you to Halia. Yeah. You go to the Miners Exchange. That's where her building is. Okay, let's see. Where is the Miners Exchange in here? Yeah, there you go. So you get to this trading post. It's the tallest building in all of Fendulin. It's not as large, but it's pretty tall. You could see a few miners coming in and out of the building, you know, carrying sacks and goods, probably their gains from prospecting. As you get inside, you know, there are multiple people walking back and forth. So what do you want to do?
Hello, could somebody please point us to? We're looking for Halia.
One of the human males, you know, stops, drops a big bag on the ground. He looks at you and he says, "You're not miners, aren't you?"
That's right, dear. We're not miners. We're business people and adventurers.
You're adventurers? Are you those people who kicked the Red Brand's ass?
That is correct.
Nice work there. Nice work. Halia is in her office upstairs. So he points to a set of stairs that lead to a door.
Oh, what was your name, good sir?
Joshua.
Joshua. Well, thank you very much.
And you, she-elf?
My name is Faye. Pleased to meet you.
That's a weird name. Pleased to meet you too.
Yes.
And then he walks away.
Good day. Thank you.
Yeah, you do as well. All right. So you guys go upstairs?
Yes.
All right. So you go to you climb a set of wooden stairs, and you get in front of a wooden door. What do? Do you just open and get inside?
No, we knock on the door.
So you knock, and you hear, "Yes, come in."
I'll open the door.
Okay, so you open the door. You get inside of, you know, from the outside or even from the downstairs. The building doesn't look like much, but the inside is pretty nice. You see on the floor there are these animal furs, you know, like on the floor, mainly what do you call that? Sheep fur on the ground. It's very cozy. There's a low fire burning in a chimney, and behind a wooden desk there is this mid-aged woman, dark-haired. You know, is wearing a red lipstick, wearing a black tunic that's looks fancy. The material that the tunic is made of looks quite fancy. She has these really nice golden earrings, and she has this piece of jewelry on her head. She's holding in her hands a book, probably a ledger book. Looking at it, she raises her head and eyes and sees you, and she closes the book, puts it on the table, and she says, "Yes, what do you want?"
Good day. Would you happen to be Miss Halia?
Yes, that's me, and you are?
Hi, my name is Faye. And this is Sol and Aieli and Gallean.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Well, you know, we're still recovering from our encounter with the red brands. It's
The red brands. So you must be the adventurers, aren't you?
That's right. That's right. I see that you've heard that Fendolin was freed from the influence and tyranny imposed by these vile not mercenaries, but these vile individuals.
Yes, and it was all thanks to your very, very hard work. What do you want?
Well, we mainly wanted to get to know you because your name keeps coming up whoever we talk to, and you seem like an important figure of this town, and we didn't feel like we should be leaving this town without first introducing ourselves to you and getting to know you.
Yes. Well, now that the introductions are done, thank you very much. You have a great day. I have a lot of business to take care of. And she stands up and walks towards you guys.
Oh, business is good. Business is good. Is there any way we could contribute to the success of your enterprise?
Are you prospectors?
We're not. Do you have any issues though that could be resolved, or do you have any interest in getting some help to help your business flourish? Any annoyances for your miners or in your trade?
How's the turnover?
She looks at you with these eyes. You guys have seen her picture, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With these eyes, like trying to get a sense of you. And she whispers, turnover. Well, that is a word I would never have thought I would hear from your mouth. It's a fancy word for, like a schmuck from the street that's dirty, smelly, etc. And she says, well, the turnover is very low here. As a matter of fact, people want to sell. A lot of people that live here are prospectors who collect money by selling the goods that they find in the mines. And I am the one who buys the goods and sell them back. And she turns back to Usama or Faye, and she says, well, I did have a very, very big problem. And that problem has been resolved for the benefit of the miners' exchange. And other than you giving me more mines, I do not see any problem.
That's
that
great.
I would require your services for.
Well, that's good to know.
Yes, it is.
Are you referring to the red brands as the problem you had?
Sure.
Well, we're certainly are glad that our presence in this town was helpful to yet another member of this community of Fendolin.
Yes. You have done an outstanding job. You have our thanks and our prayers. Thank you for all the efforts you have done and for your altruism helping the community of Fendolin. Now, let me help the community of Fendolin by evaluating the work that they have done and paying for it.
Yes. Before we go, one more thing. What are peridots and pearls worth to you?
She stops, looks at you, says, peridots, they are available in the mines around here. And she says, she pretty much quotes the same amounts of gold that, like you were quoted by email for both of them, for the peridot and for the pearl.
Would you be interested in acquiring peridots and pearls?
Sure. You can drop them downstairs and talk to, what's his name? Hall. Talk to Hall, and he'll take care of that.
Great. Would you mind if I ask you one last question?
Well, I do, but you are going to ask it anyway. You already took quite a bit of my time. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Well, since you're knowledgeable about these lands, due to your position, your unique position, are there any information you would have for us about Thunder Tree or the or the old owl wells? We heard some rumors were coming from the prospectors about the old owl well.
Well, people are very God, I'm blanking on the word. I got it. People are very superstitious. They speak of the dead. For me, it's nonsense. People are just not willing to work hard and just finding explanations for not bringing enough products. And I do not have a charity here. If they bring the products, I'll pay for it, and that's it. But yes, some of the prospectors have mentioned that they've seen the dead rising around the area of Old Owl Well. Some of them also have spoke about seeing orcs around the Tribor Trail, but I haven't seen anybody. None of them has died yet, so
I see.
I'm taking this as just people complaining and trying to avoid getting their job done and working hard.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. I look at the yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt. You guys are very in a very interesting conversation. I just want to ask you a question because you're the best suited for it in this area. Have you
Sure,
had?
dear.
Have you had? My name is Saul, by the way. Have you
Yes.
had the pleasure or experience with working with the Golden Gauntlet?
She looks at you from head to toe, and she's like, I've heard of them. It's a large guild.
Yeah. So you just heard of them, didn't really like.
No,
really
I'm
help
not
you?
part. If that can answer your question, I'm not part of the guild, and I'm not. I have not done business with them.
Okay. Does the name Arbrick sound familiar?
No,
Okay. Thank you very much for your time.
you're welcome. All right. Well, thank you. And then she makes a hand gesture, pretty much trying to push you out of her office. And as you guys are out, she closes the door, locks it with a set of keys, and then she walks down the stairs. She doesn't even spend more time on it. She just walks down the stairs.
Let's go, guys. It's a waste of time here.
All right.
I mean, I think we would have a better chance of recruiting her prospectors since they're the ones that are complaining.
Yes.
She's not listening.
But the
So-
prospector will want money, and we don't have money to give them.
I look at the group and I said, yeah, I take her for a stone cold businesswoman. At the same time, if they're already complaining about undead or afraid of undead and orcs, I don't know how much help there will be in the heat of battle.
True. What time is
Well,
it?
you also know that she just a reminder that she complained to Harbin about the orcs. That's why he has that reward for Wyvern tour. So just so you know, she did complain because he told you that that's coming from Halia.
Oh, and Game Master, I'm selling the peridots and the pearls to her, right? So
Yeah. So you go downstairs, you talk to Hall. You know, it's this burly man with a long beard, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you know, just put them over there. Let me weight them." And he starts weighting each of them, and he pays you the amount for each.
I look at the group and I say, here's for each of you your share of the worth of these stones that I found in the cave, and I give them. So it's 130 divided by 4, so it's going to be 4. No,
just use the calc.
32 and 2 take 2, something like that.
Yeah, 32. Yeah.
Okay. So you do that. The rest of the team, if you want to sell your carnelians, you can sell them here, or you can keep them. You can do whatever you want, because this is the miners' exchange.
Yeah, I'll sell my carnelian.
Okay, well, so can you tell them how much the carnelian costs?
10 gold piece. Yeah, and I sell mine as well.
Yeah, so you can sell those if you'd like here and make 10 extra gold pieces. So if you do that, please take out the carnelian from your item and add 10 gold pieces. All right, so once that is done, what do you guys do? It's about 3:30 of the afternoon.
By the way, I don't want the extra 2, so somebody can take the extra 2.
Okay, so Aieli, you're gonna take extra 2, and Aieli, you take 1, and Gallean takes 1, right?
So it's 33?
Yeah. All right. So what do you? It's about 3:30. I said, what do you want to do?
Just a question. So is there a reason why Halia didn't tell us about the orc, even though she's the one who complained about the orc? Because Faye asked her if there was an annoyance.
Why are you asking me, as a game master? Why, like you're asking.
Oh, that's true. That's stupid.
Like, why are you asking me?
Yeah, that's dumb. So I look at the group. Do you guys want to go ask Harbin about the orcs, or do you want to do something else?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we should ask him. This is suspicious.
All right. Faye, you okay?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to Harbin.
All right. So you guys head back to the town hall. You get in. The door is open. You get inside. Harbin sees you and says, "Oh, it's you." He puts this large book on the table, and he walks towards you and says, "Oh, well, fancy seeing you for the second time today. What do you need?"
Well, we have a few questions about some orcs in the old oil well.
No, there is no orcs in Old Owl Well. You mean Wyvern Tor?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I messed up the locations. But
Yeah. Well, so what do you want to know about those orcs?
well, that was a little bit weird because we went and asked Halia Thornton about it, and she is apparently dismissing the reports that there are some orcs there. She's saying that it's just some prospectors that are not willing to work hard enough, and it has nothing to do with any orcs or anything.
Well, she is very. When she came to me about it, she was very. She was not really believing the reports, but she did say that as the town master, that if anything happened to the residents of Phandalin, that it would be on me. So, as the town master, I decided to put the bounty that you guys have seen, and if there are indeed orcs, well, Phandalin will be very thankful and will pay for it. And if there are none, well, we won't pay anything.
Can you tell us a little bit more about those reports? Have there been any sighting, fights, anything?
No, there haven't been any people hurt, but we had multiple reports from miners that they've seen a band of orcs, going around hiding, trying to looking at the tribal trail and trying to attack any traveler or caravans.
But did they attack? Because you said nobody got hurt.
Well, they said that they were hidden. You know, the prospectors were able to hide and run away. They didn't take the road.
Okay. And since when are those reports?
It's been at least a couple of weeks now.
Okay. And they have been steady, or since then there have been nothing about it, nothing new?
No, it has been steady, and some of the prospectors who go and drink at the Sleeping Giant Tavern or at the Stonehill Inn, have been talking about it and saying that something has to be done to help them.
Okay. Well, maybe you should go and ask one or two prospectors. Do you have any names you can give us so we can ask them some more information?
I tell you, we can ask Joshua to start with.
Joshua wasn't in the region. Just make sure that we know someone who has made a report.
Oh, I see what you're saying, but he might, I'm sure the prospectors, they talk among themselves, right? So even if Joshua wasn't, he might be able to tell us who was there, right?
Yeah, but we have we have the town master here who has the report, so just give us a...
Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead.
That's all.
Yeah, oh, no, sure. You can go talk to Billy at the Stonehill Inn.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we will check that, Billy, and yeah. Okay. He's not the only one who saw that. Yeah. Right. So he might give us.
No, he's not the only one.
Okay. Fine. I don't know, guys, if you have any other question, but for me, I think we should go to the inn and ask this Billy around, search for this guy. Maybe Joshua will know if we don't find him in the inn. We will ask Joshua if he's
okay. So you guys head to Toblen. To the inn.
Yeah.
You get inside. There are a few people sitting there. What do you do?
Go to Toblen. Toblen.
Yeah. Yes. What can I do for you?
We are looking for a prospector named Billy. Do you know if he's around?
So he points to the skinny guy who is sitting by the window, and he's drinking some ale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you prepare me one additional ale and an ale for me too?
Sure. Yeah. Give me a gold piece.
2 golds. Yeah, 2 golds. One for me and one for the guy. I'm gonna buy.
Wonderful. We'll do that right away. They bring after you go and sit next to Billy, they bring the 2 beers for you.
Hey, Billy.
Hello.
I'm
sir?
Master Whitehammer. I'm a blacksmith, and those are my companions. We have Saul here, Faye, and Aieli. We are investigating about those reports about orcs in the region. And,
yeah, you got to do something about that.
Yeah. So
they put the beer in front of him and in front of you. He takes the beer. He says, "Oh, thank you," and he starts drinking.
Basically, what can you tell us about what happened? What did you see?
Yeah, what I saw. Well, I was going and working the mines, and then I came out, carrying a couple of bags. Got a few gemstones, working my way back, and then I, raised my head, and I saw a group of about 5 orcs, hiding by by some trees, and they were looking. They had that look, man, like a tiger looks at its prey. They were looking at the tribal trail, scrutinizing the horizon, looking for any movement. As I saw the man, I couldn't go there. I mean, I have a pike, but I don't think I can take on that many orcs.
And
I mean, I may take on one orc, but I don't think I can take out that many orcs. So what I did is I went all around. I avoided the trail, went all around the area, which took me a lot of time to get back here. And a lot of other prospectors are in the same situation. We all go all around, which take us a long time to come back, and it's not helping our business.
Mm-hmm. But they didn't try to look around, because if it's been few weeks that they are watching the trail, they would have noticed that nobody came through, so they would have started to look around. They didn't.
I don't know, man. Like there are what do you call them? There are travelers that go around the Tribord Trail all the time. The few times where I was there, there was no traveler.
Okay.
So I just decided since then to go completely around. I don't want to get into any misfortune and getting attacked by those damn orcs.
And there has been no traveler coming from there here in Thundering?
I don't know.
You don't know? Maybe.
I don't know. But I'm sure that if some travelers got killed and they took their money or whatever, like, they wouldn't come here to tell you, hey, we got killed and we lost our money,
Maybe they didn't get killed. Maybe they just got robbed and their lives were spared,
Yeah, that's
sentient beings. I mean, yeah, they are brutal and savage, but they not necessarily kill for sports.
When it comes to location, is it something you can point us to when it comes to where these incidents are rumored to be happened?
Sure. So at the main map, it's further. So Conyberry is on the Tribord Trail directly. It's on the Tribord Trail. It's ruins. To the east of Conyberry, that's where these attacks were happening. And then he tells you that Wyvern Tor is southeast of that. It's actually south of Old Owlwell.
Oh. Okay.
Game Master, what does he look like?
He looks like a mid-aged, balding, skinny human.
Skinny?
Mm-hmm.
I look at him and say, you're confident you could take down an orc?
Well, like he looks at you and he says, yeah, I think I could.
Can I do an analysis to see if I think he can take down an orc?
If he can take down an orc, or if he is lying, what are you trying to do?
I want to assess, based on his looks and the conversation, whether I believe that he's capable of taking down an orc. Not whether.
Okay, sure. Roll your analysis against 12.
My analysis against 12.
Okay, 12.
Oh, well.
That's 29 for me. How much do you have?
30.
Oh, okay. So you're successful by 1 point. You, as you look at him, he may be able to take back like a kid orc, but you don't think that he can take an average orc. He would get blown up by an average orc.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I guess we could go and investigate.
Go ahead.
Yeah, investigate the trail. I mean, I'm not sure if we will get any more information from any other people. The information is very sparse here.
Yeah.
Did you know? I'm asking the Billy. Do you know if how the orcs were armed? Did they have some kind of heavy armor, or were they like?
I didn't get a good look at their weapons, but they were wearing some, I guess armors.
Well, did they have archers or spike or anything, or swords? Or...
Couldn't see from my angle. I was more focused on the multiple orcs in there, and you know, the fact that I needed to get myself out of there. Funny thing about them, they're not, you know, I keep hearing greenskins. They're not green. They're more gray.
Yeah, well, it depends on the light. It's the sun shining.
Can I use?
Oh, they should call them gray skins. I don't know why they call them green skins.
Do I need to roll like a monster lore to see if like is that correct, or like is it just like didn't see it right?
You can roll monster lore if you'd like to. No bonus, no penalty.
Wait. I did 0.
Oh yeah, no, you. Sorry, what?
No,
you rolled 0.
No, that was a 0. 1d0.
No. Oh, 1d0. Okay, I thought because the 0 is like the critical failure. You know, I think that's why it was like you roll a 0. 74. Is that the success or a failure?
It's a failure.
Yeah, you haven't fought many
orcs.
You haven't fought actually all orcs to start with, so you don't know much about them. Okay, you guys good? What do you want to do at this point?
I would say we go and investigate the area. Don't do a thing, guys. We go there, try not to make too much of fuss, and see what's going on.
It's about 4 p.m.
Ah, yeah. And first, before that, we get our armors back. That's the first thing. Because our armor...
No, your armor needs to be just tomorrow. So you know, your personal armor is at no, him is not tomorrow. The rest of the team is tomorrow. Gallean is at sunset. She told you.
Ah, sunset. I thought it was 3 p.m. Okay, well, yeah. So yeah, we still need to get the armors back. Maybe we can ask around. I don't know. We can ask Tolben. If there are some travelers that have encountered the orcs that have survived, maybe can tell us a little bit more. What do you think? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if we have to wait for here anyway.
Tolben.
Okay, Tolben comes in and he's like, "Yes, what do you want? More food?"
No, not yet. But I have a question. Did you encounter some travelers besides us? That came from the what it's called, the old no, not the old, no, it's the other one. What it's called, guys? Yeah, thank you. So do you know if some travelers came down from there, and if they have encountered orcs or something?
There are a couple of travelers that said that they were pursued by greenskins.
Okay.
The two, I can remember 2 of them, and they were on horses. Other than that, I heard the story of a traveler that said he swore that another group of travelers were being slaughtered by greenskins as he was fleeing towards Fandolin. He didn't say orcs, he said greenskins, so it could be the goblins, because there are also goblins on the road. You know, and we have all these reports also of merchandise being disappearing, or caravans disappearing that are supposed to come to Fandolin, and between the goblins, and also reports of potentially it being attributed to orcs.
Okay, and do you know if any of them is staying in this inn, maybe here?
No.
No? Okay.
No, that was a couple of days ago.
All right. Okay. I don't know, guys. Do something else, but I'd suggest that we take some rests and prepare for tomorrow's if we're gonna go there.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like we need our every possible gear that we can get to stand a chance. So going in right now or venturing right now would be a risk. Yes.
Yeah. Right.
I look at you guys and say the original time that we heard about the undead, not the orcs, but the undead over at the old Owl Well was from Darren. And I also wonder, even if he, is semi-retired, if he could know, or if he does know, in neighboring villages, other warriors or fighters that we could maybe meet or enlist for our adventures.
I think I did ask him that before we went to the red brands, but that was only for the red brands. Maybe if we ask in general, yeah, maybe we have a chance. But last time we asked him, I think he did say he doesn't know.
Oh, okay.
Because we were looking for help for the red brands. Yeah.
Okay, so are you guys planning to just rest for the rest of the day, because it seems like you want your equipment ready?
Yeah. I look at Aieli and I'm like, do you want the lesson?
Good time.
Yeah. So we're gonna take.
Okay, how long are you guys gonna train? Do the lesson. Let's say you're gonna start at 5. How long do you wanna
Yeah, so we could do 2 hours, then come back and have dinner. What do you guys think? I look at the group.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna do, unless you guys wanna stop me for something, I'm gonna just go to the following day.
Oh, okay. I see.
And if you want food or whatever in between, we can just do the calculations for that. But I'm just gonna go to the next day.
I'm up for that, so I have nothing besides.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind eating again.
So before that, how long do you want to do the training for?
2 hours?
I can't hear you. Just 2 hours for the rest of the day.
I mean, we could do more, but we want to keep it like in twos, right? Is that better, or do you want to do? It's up to you, Aieli.
I can do 2 hours. That's good.
Okay, so 2 hours of training, and then you guys, the two of you are gonna have a meal. So take out 1 gold piece, and then you go to bed, or you can still, if you want to do something, you can still do something. Gallean, what are you gonna do?
I have a question.
Sure.
If I want to do training in the art of runesmith, like to make my runes more potent or something like that, or more. Is it something possible, or do I need a book or something like that?
No, you cannot just increase the stat like that. Like you have to be. Go ahead. What?
No, like like studying more.
Do you have anything to study? Do you have any books? Do you have any teacher that can help you with that?
Well, then I guess I will study the book of alchemy.
Sure. How many hours do you wanna spend on that?
Well, let's say 4 hours.
4 hours? Okay. Yeah. So put 4 hours in there. Are you gonna have a meal too?
Yeah.
Okay, take 1 gold piece. Faye.
It's 4, you said, right? 4 p.m.
5.
5. I'd like to go see Darren.
Okay. Other than that, is there anything else you want to do?
And then yes, I will have dinner, and I'd like to start studying the telepathy book.
Okay, so we're gonna go on a break now, and then we'll come and role play your thing with Darren.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, cool. Everybody who ate food, roll a d6. That's how much we're generating HP, MP, EP. All right, 5 to 10 minutes break. Sorry, 5 to 15 minutes break.